If the high court did overturn Roe, many states are already prepared for action. 13 have so-called trigger laws on the books, which would ban or greatly restrict abortion automatically if Roe was overturned. California and 15 other states, along with the District of Columbia, already have laws protecting abortion rights.
So Governor Newsom and Democratic legislative leaders want to make those laws stronger by making them permanent.
But how exactly would that work, and how soon could it happen? We're getting answers for you tonight. Voters would have to sign off on any new amendment. Since Democrats have a supermajority, they could send the issue to the ballot without any Republican support, and that could happen by November. But if abortion is already legal here in California, why do we need a constitutional amendment?
Let's dig into that. CBS 13 investigative reporter Julie Watts is here getting answers. Julie.
Yeah, guys, a lot of questions about this one. It's not exactly a simple yes or no answer. To understand why California lawmakers say they're proposing a constitutional amendment, you have to look at the Supreme Court's draft opinion.
The draft opinion said that abortion was not explicitly in the U.S. Constitution. We are putting the right to abortion explicitly into the California Constitution and clarifying that it is a fundamental right.
State Senate Pro Tem Tony Atkins points to language in the Supreme Court's draft opinion about the U.S. Constitution as her reason for wanting to ratify California's Constitution. You see, Supreme Court Justice Alioto writes the U.S. Constitution makes no reference to abortion, and no such right is implicitly protected by any constitutional provision, adding, "We, the Supreme Court, therefore hold the Constitution does not confer a right to abortion." Now, state courts have ruled Article 1 of California's Constitution, ensuring a right to privacy, also ensures abortion rights in the state. But notably, like the U.S. Constitution, California's Constitution does not specifically include the word abortion. Democratic lawmakers now want to change that.
California will make sure our Constitution leaves no room for confusion.
Now voters must approve a constitutional amendment, and lawmakers will need a 2/3 vote of the legislature to get it on the ballot. But as you know, the Democrats have a supermajority in California, so it could pass even if 4 Democrats in each house vote no or abstain. There are at least 13 abortion-related bills currently making their way through the legislature. One, which gets rid of copays for abortions, has already been signed into law. Others range from protecting patients and providers from civil legal action to creating a fund for businesses and the private sector to fund people from out of state to come into California for abortions.
Now, those bills are not constitutional amendments, so they could be passed without voter approval by the legislature alone.